Unpopular opinion, beware. The truth is, you would not hate the dating apps if you felt worthy as fuck. And how do I even know this? Because when I first went on them, it was kind of like a shit show. And I really didn't know what I was doing, and I really didn't feel worthy of attracting. I was in chase mode. I was in I hope he picks me mode. I was in scarcity mode. I was like, oh, could he be the one? Could he be the one? Could he be the one? But you know what? They're never the one when you don't feel worthy of having the very best one, and you don't feel grounded in your self-worth of knowing what you bring to the table. And when I started working on my self-worth and understood that everything you manifest, a life partner, money, a career, a home, the whole shebang comes down to what you feel worthy of having. Because when you don't feel worthy of it, you don't believe it's out there. And of course, it's impossible for that person to show up. And so when I started transforming my self-worth, I call it 10x your self-worth, you literally become the chooser instead of chasing. The dating apps become a fucking buffet. They're not some trash pit like all these other girls say. Oh, it's a lottery machine, it's a trash pit. You know, it's just a bunch of bad dudes, which is so not true because you're a good person and you have high value. And what makes you think there's no men out there with high value? If there's high value women out there, there's of course high value men out there. And the other truth bomb is 60% of all relationships that people have currently, they all started online. So please don't tell me the story that it sucks in your city. This is what everyone says, right? It doesn't suck in your city when you know deep down you are this incredibly worthy woman. You know what you bring to the table. You know you are worthy. Like a worthy woman does not tolerate inconsistency. A man's inconsistent, boom, chakalaka, he's out. I'll never forget, I met this guy on Raya. We had a little chitter chatter back and forth. He said, are you free for a phone call now? I said, no, I'm going to sleep. But how's tomorrow? He said, tomorrow's perfect. I will call you tomorrow morning. Okay? Tomorrow morning came and went. Monday morning came and went. Tuesday morning came and went. And on Wednesday, I sent him a message and I said, it was so lovely connecting with you. Don't think we're a match. Wish you the best. And he's like, why not? And I said, well, you said you would contact me on Sunday. Never heard from you. And he said, oh, well, I've been busy. And I said, well, unless you happen to be, a heart surgeon or CIA, FBI, undercover agent, no one's that fucking busy that they can't text someone or say, hey, sorry, Sunday got away from me. It's not a match for me. You said you would do one thing and you didn't. Bye. And that's because it didn't matter that he was some hot shit on Raya. I didn't need to prove myself to him. I was worthy of consistent behavior and consistent communication, and so are you. And a worthy woman just goes, bye-bye, and walks away. Next, pass, all right? I mean, when men would do things like have a great date with me, and then, I would just get these silly text messages, happy Friday, happy Monday, happy Tuesday. After 2 or 3 of those, I'd be like, listen, it was great meeting you, so enjoyed our date. I'm not looking for a text buddy. Wish you all the best. Bye. It doesn't matter. You have a boat, a yacht, a mansion, a plane. It doesn't matter that we had a great date and that I enjoyed our conversation so much. It doesn't matter that I thought you were cute and I wanted to kiss you. It does not matter. You didn't ask me out again. You maybe weren't serious. Maybe you weren't looking for a relationship, and you could tell that I was. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because now I'm a worthy as fuck woman, and I don't tolerate 3 text message good morning answers. They're like toxic, right? Like, is that all you have to offer me is good morning, beautiful. Happy Tuesday, gorgeous. Have a great day, honey. Like, oh my God, no, thank you. Not interested, hard pass. And so some people hang on to these. Like, they kind of say, oh, I'm communicating. No, you're not. It's one-sided. He's not interested or he's unable. Like, I don't take it personally. That's another thing worthy as fuck women do. When a man disappears, when he goes, we don't take it personally. We're like, that's God's redirection. Every time some guy disappeared or didn't ask me out again or didn't follow up, I was like, thank you. That could be your God, your higher power. That could be whatever it is, your, great grandmother up in the sky. But someone's protecting you because that's not your person. And we can never look at it, well, high value women don't look at it like rejection. We're like, thank you, that was redirection. Ghosting, a gift. Because if you're going to ghost after like one date or 2 dates or 3 dates, you were never in it for a relationship. And there's no point in me continuing to invest my time and energy in a man who's like inconsistent, disappearing, love bombing. I'm out. Because this whole thing is a vibe. When you are worthy as fuck, men can sense it. When you walk in a room and you own your shit, you don't need 6-pack abs because let's face it, we're over 50, right? We're over 60. We don't look how we used to, but that doesn't matter. That's not what's most attractive to men. What is most attractive to men? Grounded, confident, calm, independent women. And I don't mean independent like you're a badass macho independent woman. I just mean like you have a life, okay? You're not looking for some man to fill all your needs and become your whole social calendar and your social life. They can feel that a mile away. It comes across on your texts, on your messages. And that's why I teach how to transform into a woman who becomes a chooser and not someone who needs to be chosen. I know there's like programs out there that say, be the chosen one. I'm not looking for you to choose me. I choose me. I want to teach you how to choose you, right? This is a game of self-worth. And that's why I have created this program called Become the Chooser. It's a 5-week program. It's incredible. Why? It's going to change your life. Because when you feel so fucking worthy, confidence and worthiness are 2 different things. I was always confident, but I would attract men who were emotionally unavailable because I didn't feel worthy of being listened to. All right? So when I healed that, all of a sudden I wasn't tolerating less. So I want to deeply help you transform into the woman who becomes so worthy. She understands how she fills her own needs. She understands her love blocks because we all have them. She understands how to nurture herself. She understands how to manifest a man by becoming the chooser and not being the cool girl. That's so boring. The girl that doesn't have an opinion, the girl that doesn't say what she wants. I'll never forget, a man said to me, well, I'm never getting married again. And I said, oh, well, then this will be a great first date and it'll be lovely meeting you. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, look, I'm not looking to get married tomorrow. I don't need your money, but if it's not on the table, then you're not for me. And he said, does that mean I have to get married again? I said, only if you want me. And he drove home and he thought, I'm going to marry her. Because I was not afraid to say what I wanted for my future. And that's what you're going to learn and become the chooser. And if you're ready for that, message me worthy, comment worthy, share this with the friend that you want to do this program with, because I got you, girlfriend. I've done this. I've transformed my love and dating life, and I've helped so many other women do exactly the same. And I want to help you become the chooser. Let's do this in 2026.